Hello, and welcome to my first unboxing of 2023. Happy New Year! And let's start it off with the December title from the Broken Binding subscription. So here we have, my friends, number 805 of The Goblin Emperor by Katherine Addison. I keep wanting to say Katherine Arden, but it's not Katherine Arden. It's Katherine Addison. So, very excited for this one. Broken Binding did their own version of the Goblin Emperor. And at the same time, Subterranean Press's edition of the Goblin Emperor. Look at the packing material. A whole ton of it. Subterranean Press's edition of the Goblin Emperor also just was released. So, I'm seeing pictures of that show up online. Now, I did not order that one. That one was a little out of my price range. But it was oversized and apparently worth every penny. It sounds like a very beautiful publication. This is going to be kind of like a fancy trade edition, but that's reflected in the price from the Broken Binding. Of course, you get a bookmark. One cannot prevent change simply by wishing it not to happen. The Goblin Emperor, December 2022, arriving here in January of 2023, but hey, you know, it's the first week, so it is what it is. Now, a very common theme of the books I box is I have not read this yet. Heard phenomenal things. I think it won the World Fantasy Award. Is that what it was? It won some sort of award. Several awards, perhaps. And, well, Broken Binding is giving it a very nice, fancy trade edition treatment. The Chronicles of Ozrith, the Goblin Emperor. So this is the first... I want to say this is a duology. I could be wrong on that, but I could have sworn this was the first of like a series. But maybe I'm completely mistaken on that. Maybe it's just a one and done title. I don't know. I mixed up my titles behind the video. Anyways, The Goblin Emperor is the story of a half-goblin child, teenager. I'm not sure what the character's age is. Ozrith, apparently, who is the youngest son of the current Goblin Emperor. And after his father and older brothers die by accident, he is thrust upon the throne. Just like Broken Binding, we have our nice little stenciled edges there. Very, very nice. And, well, he is very ill-suited, very ill-prepared for life as the Goblin Emperor. He was not really trained for this. He had brothers who were, you know, in line of succession to the throne. Stenciling on the boards, very, very nice. A little bit of a ding in the top corner, but nothing too bad. As I said, it is kind of just a fancy trade edition. Has glued page edges, not sewn, which is a little disappointing. But it sounds like a very interesting title. It actually kind of sounds similar. Oh, we can hear the spine open up there for the first time. Sounds very similar to Half a King by Joe Abercrombie. Huge Joe Abercrombie fan, if you couldn't tell by watching the channel. Lots of Joe Abercrombie love from the Broken Binding, but not the Shattered Sea trilogy. That one needs some love. Anyways, that one has Yarvi, who's disfigured prince who is thrust upon kingship. That sounds weird when I say that like that. But anyways, signed by Katherine Addison right there. Very, very nice. And... am I correct in recalling this was a few years old? Yeah, first published in 2014. First published paperback in the UK in 2019. So it took first published in hardback in 2022. So it is new in hardback. There we go. Several other books by Katherine Addison. You can hear the crisp page edges of the stenciled pages. But that's what you get. You also get a ribbon marker. Hooray! Anyways, I was saying it reminds me kind of Half a King. Half a King takes a very sharp right turn where Yarvi is not on the throne for very long before things get crazy. My understanding, though, is that Ozrith is on the throne for a while here, so very nice. Part 4, Winter Night, similar to Nevernight, perhaps. So this, like I said, is the December title. I apologize, my description was rather vague, but you know what? It is what it is. I unfortunately didn't do as much research on the Goblin Emperor prior. and I apologize for it, but it sounds like a very interesting title. It is sold out because this is through the subscription, but you can go to brokenbindingsub.com to get on the wait list, or you can buy lots of other exclusive titles. I have some various exclusive Broken Binding titles coming in the mail. A lot of them are still available, except for these copies here, the subscription copies. You have to get on the subscription wait list to get on there. The first year is coming to an end. I believe there are only 3 more titles. That can't be right. Is that right? I'm trying to think. There was the well, that was 9. So this would be 10. This is the 10th title? Because there was the original First Law trilogy, and there was the Willowing Flame, which is another trilogy. Then we have the Lacanius trilogy, which is 9, so this would be the 10th title. But I think they're doing all 3 of the standalone Joe Abercrombies, which would bring it to title 13, if my math is correct. Was one of those series? No, Willowing Flame was a trilogy. So anyways, first year is coming to an end. We're ending it with some Joe Abercrombie. You get the Heroes. You get, oh my God, Red Country. And maybe, and then Best Served Cold. Are they not doing all 3 of those? Maybe they're only doing 2 of those. Or maybe they're doing all 3. I don't know. Anyways, check out the Broken Binding. 2 sites. One being the Broken Binding sub, where you can get the exclusive titles here in the US or get on the wait list for the subscription. If you're in the UK, you have to go to thebrokenbinding.com. They don't have the regular website there. It's just thebrokenbinding.com. And you can get these exclusive titles through there for the UK. Anyways, thank you very much for watching. I have a bunch of these in boxes on the channel. Please consider liking and subscribing, and we'll see you around next time.